Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. We got a new marathon. Yes, we do. And this goes to Joe. Thank you so much for sponsoring it. And there's a lot of good things on this, a lot of good tunes on this marathon. It's a lengthy one, but we got some Warner Brothers here. You'll love it. Okay, let's get, I guess you already know what's in this because maybe you wouldn't have clicked on it otherwise. So I don't know. But yeah, let's, here we go with these songs. Like I said, this is from Joe and he added some notes from me. So I won't read them. It's just a couple of things that which is nice to be aware of. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, so we're gonna start it off with Genesis, and this is from Selling England by the Pound. This is called Dancing with the Moonlit Night. Can't wait, man. 1973. So we've done some of this, of course. We did on this album, we did 4th of 5th and the Cinema Show, and you know, but I'm sure we're gonna do the full album. Like I know we will. Then we're gonna do by Queen. This is from Queen 2, Father and Son, 1974. Then we're gonna do Jethro Tull. There you go. Dark Ages, Stormwatch. So this is what I found a little bit interesting here. This is obviously. So this is from the Stormwatch album 1979. What Animals is to Pink Floyd, Stormwatch is to Jethro Tull. So that alone is like, for me, like, okay, I'm down, you know, because as everybody knows, Animals is my favorite Pink Floyd album. And then also here, it says, oh, what? Okay, I don't know. Something about Metallica, but I don't know because it says here you've done North Sea Oil and Orion from this one. But Orion, that's an original Metallica song. Like that's an instrumental. Or I've been living in the dark forever. No, you have to check Orion by Metallica. That's a totally different song. That's Metallica at their best, playing instrumental heavy metal. Like check it out. And then yeah, definitely. Yeah. Orion is not a cover that Metallica did. Metallica composed their own. That's literally one of my favorite songs by Metallica. So yeah, that's definitely not a Jethro Tull song. All right, so without further ado, let's get into it. Give me just one moment. All right, I'm back, and I just checked something. So I was listening to Orion, of course, by Jethro Tull, and no. That's a totally different song. Please do me a favor, Joe. Right now, listen to Orion by Metallica. It's gonna blow your socks off. Honestly, it's one of their proggier songs on Master of Puppets. I wouldn't call it progressive metal, but it's proggy. It has some, you know, I would dare to call it progressive metal. But I mean, compared to the progressive metal that I listen to, it's not that proggy. But it's a very beautiful song, instrumental, has some great rhythm sections, some time signature changes, and beautiful melodies. Really, like top 10 Metallica songs of all time for me. Definitely. Any Metallica fan will tell you the same. So that's kind of cool that you wanted to connect that, but no, listen to it and you will love Metallica for it. Really great. All right, here we go with the amazing, with the unique, with the only Genesis. Here we go with Dancing with the Moonlit Night. I can't wait. I'm such a big fan of them now, and but everything I listen, even the new stuff, the new stuff, the poppy stuff, it's just great music by great composers and great musicians. So I don't really care about when it's from, what does it sound like. Just as a whole, Genesis is just fantastic. Even if they play, like two chords, like just the whole thing together at the end is just like amazing. Obviously, this stuff here from the 70s is a little bit more interesting, to analyze and to play, try and play. But I would say I love Genesis like as a whole equally, Also, like Peter, Phil, it doesn't really matter. They're both so good. It's like there's no competition anymore. Okay, here we go. Dancing with the Moonlit Night. Here we go.
Can you tell me where my country lies? Said the unicorn to his true love's eyes. It lies with me, cried the Queen of Maybe. For her merchandise he traded in his prize. Paper late, cried a voice in the crowd. Old man dies, the note he left was signed Old Father Thames. It seems he's drowned, selling England by the pound. Citizens of hope and glory, time goes by, it's the time of your life. Easy now, sit you down, chewing through your wimpy dreams. They eat without a sound, digesting England by the pound.
That
Young man says you are what you eat well. Old man says you are what you wear, well, well. You know what you are, you don't give a damn. Bursting your belt, that is your homemade sham. The captain leaves his arms right on through the night. Join the dance, follow on till the gray of sunset, see them all. Follow on till the gold is cold, dancing out with the moonlit night. Knights in the green shields down and shout. There's a fat old lady outside the saloon, laying out the credit card she plays for June. The deck is on not even right from the start. And all of their hands are playing a part. Captain leads his guns right on through the night. Join the dance, follow on, and round table talk it down we go. You're the show, off we go with you. Play the hobby horse, I'll play the fool. We'll tease the bull, bring it loud and loud, loud and loud. Follow on, with a twist of the world we go. Follow on, till the goal is gold. Dancing out in the moonlit night. Nights in the green fields down and shout.
Wow. I love it. I love there's so many good things here. Steve Hackett, I guess he was, very, very important for the band because just all the stuff he does. Let's see. Without scratch. All right, I had to cut that out. It was way too long. I was just kept going on and listening through the song, and I don't want to take your time away like that. A little example is cool, but I'm like looking for the exact same sounding thing, and I rather do that in a live or something. Okay, so next one is Queen, Father and Son. And we're going to listen to some more Genesis at the end. Horizons. A short one, just to give it that extra approval by Warner. But yeah, Father and Son is next, and then Dark Ages. But here we go at Queen.
Your voice is so clear, time after time, it keeps calling you up. Don't you saw what you see? Your country to flee, just keep building on the ground that's been won. Kings will be crowned, and the word goes around from father to son to son. Won't you hear us sing? A family song.
So different.
Ooh, yeah. Now we had it all. Had it all before. Take this letter that I give you. Take it Sunday, hold it high. You won't understand the world that's in it, but you'll write it all again before you die.
This is such a different Queen. This is really like, I don't know if I would call it progressive, but it's definitely heavy. It's so different from like what they did, you know, after. I mean, there's like this timeline, I guess. The first album, this one, and then Sheer Heart Attack, which I listened a little bit of. Night at the Opera, you know, we've heard a little bit of A Day at the Races, News of the World, and then Jazz, and then The Game, Flash. There's so much like Queen before what I know, you know, what we know from like The Miracle. This is what Innuendo. I mean, I guess I've always heard like the best of like that CD, and it has a little bit of Night of the Opera, you know, and stuff like from before. But from this album, what would it have? Like the best of? I don't think anything. So good. This is so different. I mean, Killer Queen, that's on the best of. Not even Stone Cold Crazy. That's like that's a song that Metallica covered. I even made a video about that. But A Night at the Opera, of course. You're My Best Friend. Bohemian Rhapsody. That's it on the best of. And yeah, and so forth. But yeah, this is just amazing. This is just so different how Queen evolved and from this really heavy band into like this really soft, you know, more I wouldn't say soft, but I mean just their songs got just a little bit more, I guess, yeah, like piano based and stuff like that. And then they did, you know, become a little bit more commercial, which is great. I think it was a great move. And Freddie Mercury has just the voice to do it all, you know? So I think they did it was a great thing to do. Okay, let's keep going.
from father to son. Funny, you don't hear a single word I say. But my letter to you will stay by your side through the years till the loneliness is gone. See you. But the air you breathe, I live to be with you. Father to son, father to son. Joy from the sun, blood goes around. Father to son, to son. Peace will be crowned. Blood goes around. Father to son, to son. Joy for the sun. Blood goes around. Father to son, to son. Peace will be crowned. Blood goes around. Father to son, to
Okay, that was very like abrupt. Some feedback there. Okay, so I'll talk about this in a second. I do have to. It's getting. It was freezing. It's actually snowing today, first day of the year, on Friday. So the what? 24th November 24th. It finally started to snow, which is kind of cool. Like usually it starts snowing a month before, so it's been nice. But yeah, so I turned up the heat and now I'm like dying. So let me just take this off. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. All right. So we're back. So yeah, this was just. It was really good. I really have to listen to more Queen from before because it's nothing like the Queen that I, thought that I knew. I mean, they do have their stuff, and yes, it's the best of has really like amazing tunes, and I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about, which album. It's that one where they're well, it's always the four of them on the cover, but I think they only released one best of, and that's the one that I had, and then most of the people that I know have heard that one, and that's it. But really, like, to know Queen that well, you have to listen to their whole catalog, to the entire catalog. This was great. I loved Brian May's solos here. The singing was just so much heavier. The drumming, the bass was just really like power. A lot of really like a heavy band. If I would have like listened to Queen at that time when it came out, I would have considered it like like heavy, like I don't want to say heavy metal because that gets thrown around. I would say this is a hard rock band, like a heavy rock band or something like that. Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay, Jethro Tull. Now this is 9 minutes and 14 seconds, so quite the epic from Stormwatch. I've done some stuff from this album. I guess Joe said only North Sea Oil and Orion. Maybe that's right. So that would be my third song. This is like the epic one on the album, 9 minutes. Okay, let's go. Can't wait. And after that, we're gonna do Horizons. And Horizons, I might have done before, but hey, we're gonna do it anyways because it's Steve Hackett, I think, playing like some classical guitar, I think. So let's go, Dark Ages.
Darlings, are you ready for the long winter's fall? Set the lady in her parlor, set the butler in the hall. There's a time for another, right the drunkard in his sleep. Not likely send a little child. What's done the Lord can keep. And the vicar stands a-praying, and the television dies as the white dot flickers and is gone, and no one stops to cry. Dark ages, shaking the dead, love ages, a better not rest. Cold praises, they burn in your head. Rumbles over on miles, the scarlet patchwork.
Sorry, but that's heavy metal right there. That's heavy metal. And there is a connection between Jethro Tull and Metallica because Metallica basically lost to Metal Album of the Year in 1988 to Jethro Tull. And even Lars Ulrich is like, when they finally won, I think they won with the Black Album, and they said thank you for Jethro Tull for not releasing an album this year because they lost, you know. But yeah, what they're doing right here, I mean, doesn't it sound metal? I mean, I mean, if they would play it like, but they even do that. Not tuned, I guess, but yeah, let's go back a little bit.
The big jet rumbles over on miles, the scarlet patchwork is green. where slick tycoons and rich buffoons have opened up the seam of golden nights and champagne flights and an overkill. And in the haze, consumer craze, we take the sugar pill. Shaking the dance, love's babies, the pattern of reds, gold rays, they burn in your head. Jagged fires mark the picket lines, the politicians weep and mealy mouths down corridors of power on tiptoe creep. Come and see bureaucracy make its final peep, and let the new disorders through while senses take a leave. Shaking the dance, love's babies, the pattern of reds, gold rays, they burn in your where keepers kept the country's lifeblood blue, and take their pick and try the trade with those and vicious share. And the victor shouts as the lights go out and no one really cares. Dark ages, shaking the dance, close pages, and not red, cold rages, they burn in your
Wow.
Darlings, are you ready for the long winter's fall? I set the lady in her parlor, I set the butler in the hall.
Wow. Crazy, crazy stuff. I love how proggy this was. I definitely the most, I guess, like from what we've heard some, really progressive stuff by Tull, but this was just, I think, the heaviest I've ever heard. And I just love his Ian Anderson's voice. He's so instantly recognizable. I mean, just this, I guess the flute gives it away, but his voice gives it away even more. But I love how the solos here, so many time signatures. The drumming was just so like there were so many parts to this. Must be so hard to play, live. But that's just the stuff that I love myself. This was a great tune. Just I can't wait to show this to Alexia. I don't know, because she loves Jethro Tull. I don't know. I love them as well, but I just have other bands that I love more. I guess I just had so much more music that I would listen to before we got into the whole channel. But she now has like Yes and Jethro Tull and I mean also Genesis, but I'm more, I think, of a Genesis fanboy than she. And she's more like a Jethro Tull fangirl than me. So, but this was great, man. This was super cool. All right, so we're gonna play some more Genesis. Give me one moment. I got it. Okay, that's the next song we're gonna listen to, Horizons. I've heard this before, but yeah, never like this. I heard it, I think, and I loved it. I was like, okay, let me figure out those harmonics. But here we're gonna listen to the real deal. Now they're gonna show me how it's done. So here we go. Horizons from Foxtrot, and this is from 72. And here we go. Beautiful. Oh my god. That's pretty much like Steve Hackett, by himself, just showing off his classical guitar chops. Like, I should learn that, and I should relearn this, by Bach. But yeah, this was wonderful. Thank you so much, Joe. This is just an amazing line of songs that are really show, not just the progressive element of the bands. I mean, this song by Genesis was top notch. Genesis, like Gabriel era, and it had so many, just like, Hackett is just so good, you have to give it to him. So when he left, of course, yes, the band really lost, an amazing, just part, So but like I said, I do still love them to death, you know, even without him. But I guess it just gave the band just like this more classical approach to the music, you know. Then Queen I'm super surprised like how heavy they were, you know, on their second album. Like Brian May just shredding, you know. He got a lot more, I think his solos got just shorter, and which is understandable, or no solos at all. You know, like when they continued, but I love that he's such a clean player and such a beautiful composer, and his solos are so, you know, thoughtful. That's what I love about Brian May playing. Jethro Tull, I'm sorry. Wow, that was really one of the heaviest songs I've ever heard of them, you know, like heavier than Living in the Past, and you know, all the stuff that we've done on the channel. And then oh my god, this Genesis tune just was like beautiful. But yeah, thank you again so much, Joe, for this amazing marathon. For all the others, you know, the Frank Zappa marathon that you sent me, and then the other marathon that also had some Genesis. I'm no, the Frank Zappa. Wait a minute. The Frank Zappa was, oh, the one that we did that I just released today. So Return to Forever, Genesis, John Schofield, Adrian Belew, just like wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Those were all so impressive. So I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think. I'm really curious because Joe said, let's see what works. You know, what works the best. I think any marathon with a Genesis song in it is gonna like gain attention and love. So I'm sure. Well, we're gonna see. You know, we're gonna see. But thank you again so much, all you guys, for watching. And for being part of the family, for liking the videos, subscribing if you're new, all that good stuff. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.